Then we will go back to containers. We'll create a new container. We'll give the name of this fruit, and we'll make sure that the anonymous access has to be available with that. Now it's not available right now, it's showing me private. Now that's maybe because it's not saved yet. Let me refresh this. Now if I click on container plus icon, it's showing me the option which is enable. So I'm giving a name fruit, selecting container anonymous access, and then we are going to click on create. Now this step is done. Next step is the time we have to create a custom model training project. Now remember, in this particular step, once we have created a fruit container, we have to upload the images which are available inside this particular folder. So let's go inside the fruit container. We do not have any images available right now. We'll just click on upload, and we are going to browse for the files where this is available inside MS-Learn AI Vision, lab files, 02, training images, and this all the images we are going to upload here. Override the file if already exists and upload. Yes, approximately 45 files are there. Once the process is done, all these files will be visible here, and you can see it's already successfully uploaded. Now it's the time we have to move forward to our next step. So container is ready, images are already there. Let's go back to our Azure AI service. This is my Azure AI service, and inside this we have to directly go to the web browser where we can go for portal.vision.cognitive.azure. Otherwise we can just directly go to Vision section, and inside this also you can see we have a computer vision, custom vision kind of options which are available, using which you can actually load this. In my case, I'm going to open my Vision Studio by hitting this URL. Yes, this is done. Now just cross check before you proceed and you do anything in the custom model training actually, that when you go back to your Visual Studio Code, this file, which is actually your JSON file, which is a COCO file, is actually going to have the details which are associated with your storage account configuration. Now you can see right now we have this placeholder which is storage account, which is mentioned here. And when I was dealing with replace.ps1, I mentioned my storage account name there, but I did one mistake which I'm going to focus here, that we provided a storage account name here, and then when we wanted to do this here, this is actually going to be the name of that placeholder. So we need to make sure that this is going to be placeholder only. We are not going to put the storage account name. Once you do this, after this, if you just execute replace.ps1, this is actually going to execute the PowerShell script. And then if you go and check your JSON file, you can see now this is having my storage account name here. So in all the image configurational data of this COCO file, we are actually having now our storage account which is mentioned there. Now make sure these things are working fine like this and you have not done that mistake. This is your storage account name. This is the name of the placeholder which you want to replace. And now if that is true, if it is done, let's go back to this Vision Studio. Inside the Vision Studio, we have to sign in with our account so that we can get our Azure AI service associated with that first. So let me click on sign in. Yes, this has taken my account successfully. Perfect. I need to cross check in the settings if my service is actually already selected. Yeah, the service is there. I'm going to say that select this as the default service. Make sure this is the same service name. Hey guys, sorry for interruption. My name is Maruti and I'm here to make a very important announcement. I hope you are liking our videos and you're doing a continuous learning with us on an Azure Cloud and AI related topics. If you are enjoying this thing, I'm going to announce skilltech.club, which is our upcoming website, which is going to be launched very soon. We are here to tell you one thing, that everyone who is a subscriber of this particular channel will get Azure Cloud and Azure AI related certification courses free of cost in skilltech.club. So you will be a part of the skilltech.club kind of a membership automatically free of cost. And everyone who's a subscriber of this particular channel will get those benefits which are available in that. So what are you waiting for? I request you to please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and families if they are also interested in Azure Cloud and AI learning. That's it from my side. Now you can carry on with your learning. Thank you. And if this is selected as a default service, you're good to go. You can go back to the Vision Studio and let's follow the steps. Now they are saying select the custom model with images style, which is available somewhere here. So we are going into image analysis, custom model with images. This is the tile which we have to choose. Okay, so now in this page we have our resource which is visible. This is my service, which is Azure AI Service 668, which I have created in East US region. If I click on that particular service, it's showing me directly a project page which is showing me the data sets in the resource is going to be there. So I think that is exactly what they are showing me here, that now it's the time that we have to provide a new data set. So I'm going to click on add a new data set, following the same instructions which are mentioned at the right side. Data set name is going to be training underscore images. Then model type is going to be image classification. Remember, we have object detection, product recognition kind of models are also available. We are trying right now image classification, which will help me to classify images. And this is showing me that select your Azure blob storage container after this. So I'm going to say allow Vision Studio to read and write to your blob storage, which is fine. And then I have to select a container. So let me choose my subscription. I'm going to select my storage account and I'm going to select my fruit container, which is actually going to have images of multiple fruits. Now this checkbox, allow Vision Storage to read and write to your storage, is going to be selected here. Make sure you don't make this mistake. Make sure it is checked. And now you're going to click on create dataset. Now, while this dataset is actually getting created, you can see right now that it's giving me an option here that once your dataset is actually getting created, second step is actually label data. Now, you have to actually label data if you do not have a COCO file. Now, in our case, we have our COCO file ready, which is actually having information of all the images. So we don't need to click on this button. But optionally, if you want to try this and you want to label each and every image one by one, which is going to take a long time, but yeah, you can try this particular option also. I'm going to click on add a COCO file, which is asking me that you choose your import method. Now you can see here we have an option that import COCO file from a blob container. So we are going to choose this. It's going to ask me that where is your file, and it is actually available in my fruits container. So we are going to say import a file from blob container. COCO file name is training labels.json, which is already available inside that. And now if that is done, we are just going to click on import and add COCO file. COCO file is successfully added. Now you can see that this is a COCO file which is already added successfully here. If that is the case, we can click on custom models. Now once your data set is set, you can just go to custom models, and this is a place where you're actually able to train a new model. Remember, this is a machine learning kind of a training only. The only thing is it's going to be much faster and easier to manage here because you're not going to apply your own machine learning algorithms and all. So it's asking me what will be the name of this particular model. We are going to specify that this is classify fruit because it's actually going to have multiple images of different fruits like orange, apple, banana, and then it's going to classify which fruit is this. So we are specifying this model name. Model type is going to be again image classification. Select next. Training images is actually my dataset name, so it is going to be coming there. And then once we select this, we can just click on next. This is my choose evaluation dataset, which is also fine. And then we are just going to click next. Training budget, how many hours you want to use this thing. I think this is all fine. And we are going to keep everything as default. We are just going to click on train model. Now, don't worry, this model training is not going to be very complex, so it's going to be very quick. Now, it's showing me right now that dataset is corrupted. This is very common issue actually, which happens a couple of times. So if that is the case, you maybe have to delete this and you have to redo this thing. Now I'll do it quickly, and then maybe this time it's going to work fine. So this is a common issue which happens with this lab environment. I'm selecting and giving a different name this time. So I'm going to say classify my fruits. I'm just changing a name, image classification. and then we are going to click on next. Choose the training data set is going to be training images. So this is perfectly fine, and we'll just directly okay, now it is actually showing you that this particular model is right now under training. It can take some time, and then after that you should refresh this here so that it's going to show you that whether the status is done or not. So let me just refresh it. Yeah, it's still not done. I'll wait for a few minutes, and then we'll check the status. Okay, I guess we have waited for a couple of minutes, and now even if we refresh, it is still showing a status is actually training only. So we are not waiting for a longer period of time right now because the video will be lengthy. So what you can do is you can just wait here. Once the status of the training is actually completed successfully, you can go inside that particular model, and here you're going to have an option to try it out. As you can see in the instruction, it is showing you that you can click on try it out, and this is a place where you can just select your model. Once it is successfully trained, you can select your model, and then you can just upload your choice of images, which is actually something which you're going to do from this image classification / test images folder, which is already available inside that repository. So you can taste your custom model with the help of this 2-3 images which are available there, and then using that you'll be able to check whether it's able to classify this particular fruit or not. Now, as of now, in these 3 images, they have actually given you 3 different images. First one is for apple, second one is actually banana, and third one is actually orange. So this is how it should actually work. But again, looking at the time which is going to be taken by this particular one, we're not waiting for this particular model to complete that because it's taking longer than usual. So I suggest you're going to wait for this, and then you're going to check this. Thank you.